Why did the dentist become a baseball coach? He knows the drill. Welcome to the world of dental humor, folks. Picture this: a bustling dental clinic, the sterile scent of mouthwash in the air, the dental chair looming like a mechanical monster. In walks a lady, her eyes darting around nervously. "Good morning, Doc," she stammers, her voice barely above a whisper. The dentist, a tall figure with a twinkle in his eye and a knack for lightening the mood, greets her with a hearty, "Well, hello there. Ready to hit a home run?" A hint of a smile tugs at the corners of the lady's mouth. She's not quite sure what she's walked into, but it's definitely not your run-of-the-mill dental appointment. The dentist, ever the jester, gestures towards the chair. "Take a seat, get comfy. Don't worry, it doesn't bite." He chuckles at his own joke. "All right, let's see what we're working with here. So, we meet again, Mr. Moeller." Cue the dramatic music as our intrepid dentist, armed with his trusty mirror and probe, embarks on a journey of exploration. Through the cavernous mouth of the lady, he navigates, his eyes twinkling with the same excitement as a kid in a candy store. Except this candy store is filled with teeth and gums, and the kid is a fully grown adult. But hey, who's judging? As he delves deeper into the oral abyss, he's like an archaeologist unearthing secrets of the past. "Oh, I see you've been keeping up with the flossing," he comments, his tone drenched in a thick layer of sarcasm. And then, his face drops. He's found something. Something not so good. "Uh-oh," he murmurs, his eyes darting to the X-ray screen. The lady, her eyes wide, stammers out a terrified, "What?" It's like a horror movie, but instead of a haunted house, it's a haunted mouth. The dentist, his face serious, says, "I'm afraid you're in need of a root canal." The room goes silent. You could hear a pin drop, or in this case, a dental drill drop. The lady, her face as pale as a sheet of paper, starts shaking. "A root canal? Isn't there an alternative? Can't you just, I don't know, pull it out and give me a fake one?" The dentist, his smile more sympathetic than a puppy's eyes, shakes his head. "I'm afraid not. It's a root canal or nothing." But, I've heard it's painful. Like really, really painful. I'd rather have a baby than go through that." She's almost crying now, her hands gripping the armrests of the dental chair like a lifeline. The dentist, ever the professional, just pats her hand reassuringly. "I promise, it's not as bad as it sounds. And besides, if you'd rather have a baby, I'll need to adjust the chair. I'm afraid there's no other way. We have to do the root canal." And with that, he sends her off to the land of nightmares, where tooth fairies are the villains and dentists are the heroes. The end of scene 2, folks. Tune in next time for a desperate alternative. No, there must be something else you can do," Our Lady of the Hour pleads, her eyes wide with a mix of fear and desperation. The dentist's office, once a place of simple checkups and cleanings, had become her personal house of horrors. And then, like a lightning strike in the middle of a sunny day, an idea hits her. "I'd rather have a baby than go through a root canal," she blurts out, her voice filled with so much conviction it could move mountains. There's a pause, a moment of utter silence as the dentist, taken aback by her declaration, processes what she just said. A beat, two, and then the room is filled with laughter. His laughter. He chuckles, a deep, hearty sound that reverberates through the sterile room. His amusement is palpable, a stark contrast to the woman's desperation. "You know," he begins, wiping a tear from his eye, "I've heard a lot of things in my time as a dentist, but that's a first." He leans back in his chair, the leather squeaking under his weight. "You'd rather go through 9 months of pregnancy, labor, and childbirth than a root canal procedure that lasts a couple of hours?" he asks, disbelief lacing his words. The woman nods, her determination unwavering. If anything, it seems to have strengthened. "Well," the dentist says, a twinkle in his eye, "I suppose we could arrange for that." He rises from his chair, heading towards the cabinets filled with dental instruments. "I mean, I'm not exactly qualified to deliver babies, but I suppose I could give it a shot." Seeing the look of horror on the woman's face, he bursts out laughing again. I'm kidding. But seriously," he adds, his laughter dying down. "Root canal isn't as bad as it sounds. It's actually a pretty standard procedure." "Well, if that's the case, we need to adjust a few things around here." He smirks, reaching for the lever to adjust the dental chair. It's going to be a long day, he thinks, but at least it won't be boring. "Oh, you're serious about the baby thing?" The dentist's voice is laced with chuckles as he tries to contain his amusement. A scene like this doesn't happen every day, even in the wildest of dental offices. He decides to play along, his eyes twinkling with mirth. "Well, it's not exactly what we're set up for here," he begins, "but I suppose we could make some adjustments. I mean, we'd need to order some maternity gowns for starters, and maybe a few pacifiers just in case." His laughter begins to fill the room as he continues. "We'd also need to consider the lighting. I'm pretty sure the harsh dental lights won't be the best for a newborn. And we'd have to swap the dental drills for baby rattles. Can't have those scary noises frightening the little one, can we?" His laughter subsides as he ends with a final unforgettable punchline. "Well, in that case, I better adjust the chair."